Hi, this is Mark, the Alaska Boys, and ever since I started diving about a year ago, I have dreamed about doing an overnight spearfishing trip, and today is the day we're gonna make it happen. This landing craft is gonna drop us off for 36 hours on a remote beach where we're gonna spearfish, camp, and dive for our dinner. All right, I'm excited. We are dropped off. We got 36 hours. We gotta dive for our dinner. So we are finding a spot to camp up here where we can overlook the water. Oh, this is just gorgeous. This is so pretty. Oh my goodness, so cool. It has been raining nonstop for about 8 days. So we are so grateful for this dry period right now. We're gonna try and set up our tent, get everything set up, get our base camp. Oh my goodness, it is so wet. This sunshine is very welcome. We got to get set up quick so we can get out in the water while it's nice like this. Because I mean, this is, even Alaska's not all as pretty. This is like some of the prettiest as it gets. Just move over to the next corner there. Well, this is awesome. We got the tent up. It's still super nice weather. We are going to get suited up and see if we can catch ourselves some dinner. I am going to be free diving. My friend Bill is going to be scuba diving next to me. I'll be going up and down. I have a full body wetsuit that I'm gonna be wearing. It is 7.5 millimeters thick and it keeps me warm in this. I gotta put this on. We got gloves, a hood, the whole deal. So this wetsuit is super thick. It's what they call an open cell wetsuit. So the inside of it is really sticky, but that makes it stay right up next to your body so water's not going in and out. It keeps you warm. To put it on, I've actually got a bottle of hair conditioner and water. I got to put this in here. All right, we got to get this all lubed up all the way down in, and I can slide this baby on. All right, we got it on. This is known as a Farmer John wetsuit. It has two parts. You got this upper part. Now I got to lube this one up and get this on. We are going to be using pole spears here. I'm going to get these set up, one for Bill and one for me. These are kind of like archery of spearfishing. Spear guns, you can reach out pretty far. They're really powerful. With the pole spear, essentially what it is it's a 6 or 7 foot long piece of aluminum with a big rubber band on the back right here. And you pull it back, and then you pull it back and let go, and it shoots out. You only have a couple feet of range with this, so you got to be really close and be really stealthy. All right. So my wetsuit is so buoyant. I'd be up at the top like a cork if I didn't have this. So I have to take 22 pounds of weight, and I'm still floating at the surface. I'm not neutrally buoyant until 30 feet down, but that's perfect. That's what I want. So if I'm at the top, I'm always gonna float. Woo! My dream fish would be a halibut. I don't know if we're gonna get it. I've got this small pole spear here for sure. We're gonna be looking for rockfish and green lake. All right, let's do this. Woo! Hope this truth fills. Woo! All right. We caught something. This is tiny, but hey, it's fish. That was the start. Now the stringer. Well, sitting here, my face is starting to sting a bit, and I think I got hit by a jellyfish or something right here. So as I started diving, I was going down for about a minute, and then later at the end, I was going down for a minute and a half, and it's amazing. You have this thing called the mammalian dive reflex. So your body, as you're out diving more, it starts slowing down, your heart rate slows down, and you can stay in the water for longer and underwater longer, and I could definitely feel it while I was out there. It's pretty cool to have that happen. And that's the same sort of reflex that other mammals like seals and sea otters use to dive so deep. All right, well, we warm up a little bit. I am gonna take this fish. I brought a little cooler box. I'm gonna stick it on ice, keep it nice and cool until we're ready to cook dinner this a little bit later this afternoon. There we go. Let's stick these guys on ice. This is so beautiful. How could you ask for more than this? Coming up to catch a breather, get some water, and my friend Bill, he has to be up. He was scuba diving, so he needs to come up for about an hour to clear the nitrogen out of his body. So here we are. Seriously, cannot ask for more than this. What a beautiful, beautiful day after 8 days of rain. All right, well, our surface interval is over. We're gonna get back out there and see if we can get, Bill can get something to add to the pot. So
I don't eat tonight.
he doesn't want to go hungry. He thinks I'm not going to share my fish. We'll see. All right, Bill's coming out. He doesn't have a lot of air left in his tank, but he's got enough for 15-20 minutes, and I'm gonna give it a go, see if he can get a fish. Really hard there. Were you chasing something or?
Rockfish that got off.
Ah, man.
About the size what you got.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's frustrating. Oh man, hunting with a pole spear is hard. Man, it's like archery versus rifle hunting. I totally could have got some of those rockfish there if I had my spear gun, but I guess we're making it sporting. That was tricky. Oh man. He just wouldn't turn and give me a shot there. Wouldn't give me a clean shot. Whew. All right, I just got back in. I've been out for like an hour and a half. Almost dinner time. It's time to, I'm kind of cold. Bill's gonna see if he can make a fire. See what I got on this trip. So on this one, I got a little rockfish. Man, I feel bad to get, that one's like so tiny, but we'll get a couple bites out of it. And I got another kelp greenling. So we'll cut these up and got a really nice meal to prepare. Oh man, it feels so good to have dry clothes on after being in the water for that long. I didn't realize how kind of cold I'd gotten. It just feels so nice, and what a treat that we have this sunny weather. The other thing is, man, we realized how hungry we were after being in the water all that time, all the energy we're spending. So Bill and I are super hungry. I'm gonna get these fish filleted and get ready to make our curry rice dish. All right, this fish is called a kelp greenling. Some people think they're not so desirous, but they have a nice soft white meat, and I love eating them. And they're super curious, they're fun to hunt. So 2 hungry guys are not gonna, we're gonna love eating this guy here. There we go, another fillet. I'm gonna throw these carcasses out in the water, both to feed the fish and to keep the scent down, because there are bears here on these islands. So we don't want any bears coming to visit us, so no extra scent. I bet eagles see that, they're gonna come. They may come try and get it. I am so jazzed that we caught some fish on a pole spear out here while we're camping. This is awesome. All winter long, I was dreaming about coming out here. It's always awesome when a plan comes together. And here we are getting our fillets cleaned up so we can make our curry dish tonight. All right, one final rinse. All right, this is about ready to go now. I was just cleaning out my stuff. This otter has came up and trying to steal my catch. I had thrown those fish carcasses out there just a minute ago. That otter is eating them, and he just about came up to grab this fish here. I don't believe that. That was crazy. Look at that, he's eating those carcasses. I cannot think of a more beautiful place to be cooking dinner. I'm sitting here, I got eagles flying by, there's an oyster catcher, which is a super rare bird, flying by, and this is just gorgeous. So first thing we're gonna do, gonna get some water in the pot, start cooking this fish. Here. This is a greenling, probably hot there. All right, so this greenling, it kind of falls apart in the pan. The rockfish is a little bit firmer meat, and man, I gave some to Bill. He loved it. I'm gonna try a little bit here. That is so good. That is so good. You almost eat it just like that, but we are gonna add the curry sauce to it, and it's gonna be great. While that fish and the vegetables are cooking, I'm gonna see if I can find any edible greens. I was walking around here earlier and I saw some stuff called lovage that is a like a parsley type thing. I'm gonna see if we can find some of that that's fresh and can eat with our meal. So this right here, this plant here is called lovage. This one's a little bit older. It's kind of chewy. You can totally eat it. I've eaten it in salads before. I wonder if I can find some younger stuff. I'm gonna grab some of this. I'm gonna put this with our dish and see if I can find anything else a little bit fresher. If not, we have a little bit of this. Yeah, here's some more of it. I don't know if that doesn't look necessarily any more fresh than this. I mean, it's all fresh. It's just how young and tender it is. Sometimes they have a little bit of a kind of like a mustard green taste to it. If any of this, it may not make it all back to the table. They're really good. Man, I feel like these mountains, it's like something out of some postcard. I just gotta pinch myself. All right, we got our rice cooking in the bags. The rice is done, time to drain it, drain the water. Oh yeah. All right, veggies. Each of us get a bowl of rice.
Pretty good, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
And the leftover rice, just throw some. Managed to bag that rockfish I shot, but
That's all right.
we could have contributed.
All right, so we polished that off. There is nothing left. We were hungry and that was delicious. Man, it hit the spot. Now we just gotta take our dishes down and wash them in the ocean. It's about 7:45. We'd had a very full day with diving, and I think we're gonna go for a walk here down the beach and just relax. Did you want to bring a fishing rod? Guess we might as well. Did you have a bite? It could be a Dolly Varden. All right, we finally got one. We're gonna see what these are. Oh, what is that? Poor guy. Is that a little greenling? I think it is. Hopefully he'll survive.
Yeah, I think it is a greenling.
Here, you hold it up. Yeah, I think that's just a little greenling. Whoa. Yeah, these are salmon berries right here. Oh, really? Yeah, looks like this one is starting to be ripe. Want to try it? Most of them are not quite. Oh, here's another one that's ripe. There's another one right here.
We got these in Oregon.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not quite, you know, they're a little bit, need a little bit more ripening, but. So these salmonberry bushes, they're really good eating. They're kind of like a raspberry, but not quite as sweet and a little bit more watery. But they grow here in these coastal areas, and they're a great treat. Nice to have them here on this hike. Here along the beach, we also got these peas here. These are like a wild pea pod. You can pick these up, shuck them out, and eat them. You can eat the little sweet peas inside. Not quite like a snap pea at home that you get in the garden, but still good and something tasty to eat. So here we're getting over to the outside beach, which would be open ocean. I can hear the surf smashing into the waves over here. Wow, very different than where we just were. Man, that's a lot of surge. Amazing. Right here we're fishing, and you can hear the rocks of the swell pulling these big boulders back and forth. Just shows you how strong the ocean is. It's turned into more of a trek than we thought. We were just gonna go for a little walk, catch a few fish, but that's how it sometimes is with Mr. Mark, Alaska boys. What a wonderful way to wrap up the evening, going on a walk and doing some fishing here. So pretty here. What's amazing about this area right here is the swell is really big just around the corner, and here it's just totally calm. So we had bought smaller ones. The fire's dying down, and what an evening, what a day. It's almost 10 o'clock, and we are gonna turn in and go to bed and hit at it the next morning and see if we can catch some more fish and do some more diving. Man, what another beautiful morning. We are so lucky to be with this great weather. Holy smokes. I was woken up by the sound of all the charter boat fishermen heading out to sea. When we went to bed, the tide was up here where you can see this wet line behind me, and now it's gone down quite a bit. Well, oatmeal, my longtime friend. There we go. Stick to your belly goodness here. Man, you couldn't ask for a better, prettier place to sit and have your oatmeal in the morning. All right, we have breakfast, and I think it's time to get diving and exploring a little bit more and see if we can find any other fish out there on the reef. When we got dropped off here, we brought these inflatable paddle boards. We're gonna be pumping them up and going out on the water, sitting in our wetsuits and on top of them and seeing if we can catch some fish with a rod and reel. These kind of paddle boards are pretty amazing. Fit right in here, unroll them out, pump them up. Since you're pretty exposed on the paddle boards, we're gonna put on these wetsuits, so in case we fall in, no big deal, we can just swim, we'll float. But these wetsuits are freezing cold. It's been sitting here all night. I got this cold water in it. Oh man, waiting for it to warm up. Ugh. Ugh. Good morning. See if we can catch any fish. I'm gonna paddle out here a little ways, kind of off to the side of the reef, and got some bait cut up, a little jig. Kind of tricky working in an inflatable kayak here. You gotta be super careful of any knives or hooks. Wow, what a beautiful morning. This is so nice. All right, let's see if we can catch any fish here. Get my rod out. Put some bait on this hook. So I'm using just a simple, really flashy kind of jig. Looks like a bait fish. We'll see if we can catch anything. I'm using some hooligan here. This is a type of little smelt bait. I caught all these earlier this spring. I got a YouTube video. I'll put a link down below. You can check that video out. It was awesome. We caught these fish just with our hands, with me and my boys. All right, I'm gonna go wild. Stick 2 little chunks on here. See if I can get anything to be interested in this. Here, fishy, fishy. Yeah, I got a fish. Yep, I got one. I don't know if it's very big, but I got something.
How much weight do you use?
I think it's a 2-ounce jig. I got another one if you want to try. It's coming up. Wow, it's deep. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a sculpin. All right, we got a sculpin. This is a tiny one too. There we go. Swing it over there closer. Maybe you can see it. Maybe not. Bouncing around here. Well, we got a fish from the boats at least. That's sweet. All right, I'm gonna let this guy go. This is not a food fish. You can eat it in a survival situation, but that is not what we're in. There you go. Ow, it's biting me. Yeah, I got something that's pulling harder than the last one. But I'm good. I think you don't have to come over unless you want. Come on, Nessie. Oh, man, my arms are tired. He's deep. Oh, yeah. Come on. It's not fighting too hard. I wonder what it is. Oh my goodness. It's another giant sculpin. Oh man, I love that. Oh no, I lost it right at the boat. Oh well. Yeah, it was another giant sculpin there. I got something here. Moving in closer seemed to help. Let's see what we got. Oh, nice. I got a little rockfish, Bill. This is a cool one. It's got little stripes and coloration. Yeah, this is a little one. Oh, that's so cool. Check that out. Look at that fin. So right now I'm getting down near the bottom and then jigging, keeping it up off the bottom, and these rockfish, or the fish, are coming up off the bottom to bite it. So that is what we're doing. Got some waves coming in here. I got to turn myself into them so I don't flip this boat over. All right, there we go. That's a little better one. That's a good one. Yeah. Another little copper rockfish here. Love these fins, man. Something was playing with it, and then maybe that was a bigger fish. This one, oh hey, this is a black bass. Oh, yeah? Well, that's good. We got to get back over here, Bill. Come right over to where I was, because if we're getting the black bass, oh, these are good. These are the pelagic ones. Yeah. Oh shoot, don't get off. Ow, it's flipping around. Just keep my hand on it, get the spikes. Let's not lose the rod, Mark. Oh, this is awesome. I don't know, now it's not fighting, it's dead weight. Oh, whoa, sweet. Another rockfish. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Oh, that was fun. All right, we spent the whole morning out here fishing. We probably caught a dozen rockfish and stuff. Let most of them go, and this is great. Gonna head in and see if we want to get a bite to eat and do a little diving. Oh, it feels good to stand up after being on my knees and that whole time. Whew. Put this into the way. We were having some lunch, and this commercial fishing boat has come by, and it's dragging some nets, probably fishing for silver salmon, and we're watching them in the back there. Just awesome to see this while we're out here. And that's right out where we were fishing, and hopefully they catch something. All right, after some lunch, we're gonna go see if we can see anything in the water again, and see if we get up close to any fish. Oh man, I am beat. Been out in the water for 2.5 hours and got into some awesome fish. I was diving down to over 60 feet, which is right on the limit, you know, for me. And Bill was able to catch a couple really nice black bass and able to find a bunch of bass. It's just awesome. Oh man, but I'm exhausted. My hands are numb, my feet are numb. I am exhausted, so time to get out and get warmed up. So here's our catch from this last trip. We got such a mix. I'm going to show you guys. One of the really cool things about rockfish and these other fish is they come in all different kinds of colors and shapes, and this is a mix of all different kinds. Black bass, dusky rockfish, copper rockfish. We got a kelp greenling here. Oh man, these are delicious. We're pretty hungry, so we're going to cook up a couple of these smaller rockfish and have some noodles. Yum. These seagulls behind me can they see me cleaning this fish. They've all gathered together, and I got an audience here for my my fish cleaning. They all have an opinion about it too. We got these fish all filleted out. The seagulls have loved the scraps. We're gonna go fry this up in some butter. I think Bill's got the stove already going. So our pickup's coming. We're gonna get picked up here in about 45 minutes. So we're trying to cook this up before we hit the road. Not really the road, but hit the water, I guess. Man, that looks good. We got our buttered rockfish fillets and our spicy noodles. It's super hearty and awesome that we're eating from stuff we caught just, you know, an hour or two ago. Awesome, awesome. You want some of this?
Yes.
All right, dig in.
Have to.
That's good seasoning there.
Got some bite to it. I got these, buy these from Walmart, believe it or not.
I bet there's some evil weather out here sometime. Not necessarily evil, but just bad, you know. It could have been so much worse than what we have today. Well, all great adventures have to come to an end. Our ride back came about 15 minutes early, and we still have our tent up, but it also just happened to rain. One of the things we used to tell people when I was worked as a guide and had a company to fly out adventures was the last thing you always take down when you're getting picked up in the bush is your tent. Keep everything in there dry, because you don't know if you're gonna get picked up. A lot of times the weather's bad and people can't pick you up. Keep the tent up until they arrive. Pro tip. All right, tent's all packed up. We're good to go. Here comes the boat. Well, we made it back to civilization. What an awesome adventure to be able to dive for our dinner and our lunch. Thank you for coming, and we'll catch you on the next adventure.